Hello everybody, Lauren Selecki here. Just wanted to reach out and say how excited I am to be working with all of you and give you guys a little bit of information before your big games this weekend. So what I've got for you today is just a little individual warm-up that you can do before a game to get yourself really ready to perform as well as you possibly can. The first thing we're going to start with is just 5 to 10 minutes of jog, gameplay, whatever you need to get yourselves physically warm. So your first exercise, we're just going to do some walking ankle sweeps. Okay, so you're just going to have a slight bend in that back knee. You're going to sweep your arms through, and then you're going to go into full standing position. You're going to aim to do this for about 3 to 5 times per leg. The next thing we're going to go into is just a walking lunge with a twist. So you're going to step out, you're going to have about 80 to 90% of your weight in that front leg, and you're just going to do a little twist through your thoracic spine. You're going to try to do that for about 3 to 5 times per leg on this one as well. The next one, we're going to do a lateral lunge with a little slide. So you're going to step out onto one leg. You're going to push your hips back until you're in that seated position as if you're sitting in a chair. And then you're going to slide across. So you're shifting your weight from one leg to the other. We're going to aim to do this one for about 3 times per leg. This next one, we're going to go into a plank with knee taps. So you're just going to be holding a plank position from either your forearms, or you can go up onto your hands as shown here, and then you're just going to lightly tap your knees to the ground. We're going to try to aim to hold this one for about 45 seconds. The next one, we're going to go into a side plank with a twist. So you're going to have your body in that nice straight line. Your core is going to be nice and activated, and you're going to put your hand through underneath your body, and then you're going to rotate it up so your hand is over top of you. We're going to try to hold this one for about 30 seconds each side. Next up, we're going to go into some glute bridges. So we're going to go onto our backs. We're going to tilt our pelvis upwards in towards us, and then we're going to drive our hips towards the sky, squeezing our glutes as hard as we can, and we want our weight in our heels. We're going to go for 20 reps here. This next one, we're going to go into a hamstring walkout. So you're going to go into that exact same position as you just did. You're going to drive those hips up, but then you're going to take tiny little steps, walking your feet out so you can really feel it in the back of your legs, so in your hamstrings. You can either do this one by driving your hips up and then walking out, relaxing at the bottom, and then restarting, or you can drive your hips up, walk out, and then walk your feet back in, just depending on where you're at. And we're going to aim to do that about 5 times. Then we're going to go into a single leg glute bridge. So we're just going to lift one leg up until it's nice and straight. Exact same principles as when we had both legs, but now we're just on one. So you're driving those glutes up, squeezing as hard as you can, and we're going to do 5 reps per leg on this one. Again, trying to keep the weight in the heel. Next, we're going to go into a single leg Romanian deadlift, or an airplane as some of you may know it, but you're just going to have a slight bend in your knee. You're going to rotate around your hips, keep your back nice and flat. You should feel this in your hamstring, and then at the top, you're going to drive your knee all the way through. We're going to do this one for 5 per leg. Then we're going to go into some jumping, so some counter movement jumps. You're just going to throw your hips back. You're going to throw your arms down, and then you're going to jump as high as you can, and then we're going to land in a nice soft position, and you're going to do that 3 times. Next, we're going to go into a counter movement jump into a single leg landing. So the exact same principles, but instead of landing on 2 legs, you're now just going to land on 1. You want your chest up, your back nice and flat, and we're landing softly. We're going to aim for 3 per leg. Then we're going to go into a single leg broad jump continuously. So you're going to do 3 jumps on one leg moving forward, and you're going to do that twice per leg. So that's a total of 6 jumps per leg. Moving on, we're going to go into forward lateral. So for this one, you're going to take a little jump forward, and then you're going to jump across as far as you can onto your other leg, and then again a little jump forward across as far as you can. So we're starting to move laterally here. And you're going to do that one for 3 jumps per leg and 2 times through. Then we're going to go into some 90-degree single leg jumps. So you're just jumping with a little bit of a turn now. So you're jumping one leg and then just onto that same leg, but you're turning yourself about 90 degrees in the other direction. You're going to aim to do 5 jumps on both legs 2 times through. and then we're gonna go into some pogos. So you're gonna start off nice and soft, just try to work your angles through a full range of motion all the way through, and then you're gonna start getting more aggressive. Really try to hit the ground with your feet as hard as you can, and you're gonna aim for a total of 20 jumps on that one, building with intensity as we go through it. Then we're gonna move into 2 sprints with 3 cuts from each leg in those sprints. So you're just gonna start sprinting forward, and then you're gonna cut at about a 45-degree angle off of your left leg, and then you're gonna keep running, cut off of your right leg, and so forth. Finally, we're gonna do 2 accelerations into decelerations for a total of 10 meters. So you're just gonna sprint as hard as you can from a dead stop, and then you're gonna decelerate as quickly as you can to a dead stop. And we're gonna do that twice. All right, everybody, that's all I've got for you. I hope this warm-up is useful to you and you guys feel ready to perform once you're done. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, and good luck.